All right. Welcome, faithful viewers. We have additional people here.
Yay!
I'm Chuck. I'm part of the Get Down gang.
Oh.
Composed of us three here. They'll be introducing themselves soon. Now, I guess. I've been dancing for a long time, and I had some input on the movie we just watched, so that's why I'm here. So.
Yes, and we like you.
And they like me.
Yeah.
I'm Tina, same reason. I'm here with Get Down Gang, and I've been a street dancer for a very long time. Grew up watching Breakin 2, Electric Boogaloo, and yeah, here to comment on it.
I'm Ron. I'm in Get Down Gang. I've been dancing for a long time. And we just watched Breaking 2, and I guess we're here to comment on it.
Yeah, we're going to put links up, what they do. Here in Pittsburgh, well known. You guys are pretty established, have been around for quite a while.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is our 15-year anniversary.
Absolutely.
And we're gonna
Nice.
we'll show some clips of them doing what they do. It's super impressive. They have a lot of knowledge amongst all of the three of them. We just watched a shitty movie that we want to talk about a little bit.
Yes, one of the best shitty movies that there is now. It's very well known,
Well known to
Yes.
be bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
highly regarded in the shitty movie sphere.
Oh yeah, for
You know
sure.
what's interesting about this movie, though, is that it didn't really diminish the street dancers in it. They're still well known for being who they were.
I was actually kind of wondering.
Yeah,
about that.
no. It didn't destroy their reps.
Yeah.
Ironically.
That is good.
Yeah.
What a bad thing to destroy your reputation over.
Yeah.
It might have been.
Probably because the first one was better.
Well, the first one, it still wasn't good.
with, like well-known dancers in it.
But it also might have been, that's like the first thing that we got. We were growing up seeing it in videos, and the next thing you know, they're in a movie. It wasn't
Right.
good, but those were our stars for a second, so.
That's why it was big to me. Because remember,
Yeah.
like I said, it was so hard to find that. Especially if you're in areas where that wasn't prevalent in. Like I said, I grew up, I was born here, but then when I was 2, I moved to Maryland. And that's when I first seen that movie, you know. But before that, all you seen was all the music videos.
Yeah.
Where you've seen people breaking, you see people popping and stuff, but you didn't know what it
How old
was.
were you when you saw it the first time?
I had to be like probably 6 years old,
That's like
6
a
or 7.
really good, like, perfect age to see this because it's so like silly and fun. But you were
Yeah.
definitely super obsessed with it.
Yeah, like, you're mesmerized. You're like,
Yeah.
at that time, you're like, how are people moving like this?
Yeah.
You know. So I did not understand it, you
And
know,
that's
but I
what you
wanted to
do,
learn.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Turbo was my first big dance inspiration.
Yes.
Was Turbo.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, the movie had reach because I saw it when I was a little kid
Yeah.
in the 80s.
Oh
and-
yeah.
I just think it was original for the moment.
Yeah,
So regardless of how bad it was just a product that we could hold on to.
definitely.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was starting to be everywhere too. Like you saw
Sure,
you
yeah.
saw it popping up in just about everything back then. But yeah, it definitely was like
Good or bad.
yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, especially with like the whole rap thing, like that was in the era when like everybody had a
They're
rap. Like
Inserting it in
people
commercials.
definitely should not be
Yes.
doing that. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
There's still been a lot of that was in its infancy, and it wasn't very heavily regarded as popular or cool. It was still kind of the edgy side of it, you know. So like, as you can tell, even from the movie itself, it kind of had all that riffraff out there.
Well, at least she's not spending time with those street people anymore, darling.
Those street kids.
Yeah, those street kids.
Everything is studded, which is tough.
Yes,
Yeah, right.
stud. You would never know it, but yes.
Zippers equal gangs.
Yes.
In the hot California sun, no less. That like had to
Oh
be.
yeah.
Oh, I was thinking about that.
That's a good point, actually.
You're super reflective.
But they were never sweating, so
Right.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, they definitely dressed different than we did at the same time. You know
Right.
what I mean? So, which was interesting, but they also, I wasn't doing any of those styles really. Some of the breakers in it you saw were dressed different than they were too. So, yeah, I don't know.
But it was still like a Hollywood version of that time.
Oh yeah,
That was
yeah,
very
yeah.
Hollywood.
Sure.
With like the studs were over the top. The fashion was.
Why was that?
Nah, that's how.
I
Especially
mean,
in the West, the
Yeah.
studs were real. It's because a lot of them were. You got from gangs to metal. Like I said, Ice-T was in a metal group too. It was kind of.
I guess what I meant is
Kinda
it
matched.
started to look costumey.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
In that movie, for sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
like based on real styles, but
Sure.
a little over the top.
I don't know anyone wearing especially Lucinda's shit though.
That's what I mean. They just
And I
costumey.
definitely didn't run into anyone wearing a marching band uniform
Yeah,
outside of
right.
marching band.
I have
Right.
One time,
One time. Right.
a lesbian in Portland was just. That's all.
Like,
Yeah.
okay. They kind of all fit, right? A lesbian
Yeah.
in Portland wearing a marching band. All right, check.
Yes.
Yep.
Maybe she was actually in a marching
was in a
band.
marching band,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh,
It was,
oh.
it was like a legitimate uniform.
She hadn't come from practice. It was.
Oh, okay. She was just.
Were shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just shows up the bar and the marching out.
She was at a bar, yeah. I was at a bar and there she was.
Yeah.
There.
All good.
Order out 2 symbols.
Oh man.
Here's your gin and tonic.
Amazing. That's the best way to order anything ever.
Yes.
All right. So what's this movie about? We gotta just like quick synopsis, even though I'm sure everybody in the world knows. Hey. Go ahead.
Ozo and Turbo live in a shack.
What? This is the worst.
Well, they do.
Yeah, but that's not what it's about.
Turbo can fly. There's the girl.
The girl.
Okay.
The girl.
They're trying to save their like community center.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like the evil, corporate turds.
Right.
That's what they're doing. They're trying to raise money for it.
It's your classic save the thing with a party plot.
This was supposed to be a class struggle movie, right? But yet,
A lot of racial
Still is, still
innuendos. Yeah.
Yeah.
still, it was very much class though. It
Well, they
was,
tried to make it be that, but it,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, yeah. I don't know. It's just too much of a musical. And
Yeah.
So.
There was no differentiation of time at all. Like it was all
you
during
really
the day.
That's
There wasn't.
true. You have no idea.
You saw nobody sleep.
Actually, was
nobody.
there any nighttime shots?
There's no nighttime
No.
shots. That's what I say. There's nothing was done at
It
night.
was all the same day.
Yeah.
It was all that morning.
Turbo
Super
broke his
long
leg
day.
and healed in the one day.
Yeah, he did that at 11.
They marched to City Hall,
11. He was done by 11:30.
By sunset, yeah.
and they were already done with City Hall and rejoicing.
Yeah, that was around probably like 5 p.m. They were all like, yeah, plot resolved.
They did have a dinner scene.
That's true.
Oh,
Yeah.
Right, but it was
That was
light.
at 4:30.
It was light when they came in.
It was
Yeah.
like, yes.
And left. right?
Yeah, well, it didn't. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Turbo had a mysterious growth spurt, and then lost
and
it.
then fell down the steps.
Yeah.
And there was
Yeah.
Kelly
It was
saying,
small again.
Yeah.
"Oh yeah."
That's
They weren't
the
even
best scene.
trying on that
They
one.
really.
Right.
Like Matumbo falling down the steps.
Yeah, that guy was
is
just wearing like a red dress shirt. Like it wasn't even the same
Yeah.
outfit that
It
Turbo
couldn't
was
fit him,
wearing.
did it? They didn't account for it. They're like, crap, your shirt is not going to fit you.
Like, oh man, we should have gotten 2 of these.
We didn't have enough studs. We just ran out.
That part was so pausable to see it's a different person.
Yeah, he had a full
Oh,
widow's
yeah.
peak. Like,
Yeah.
I
And
go
when
We
from
he-
gotta
Jerry-
watch that in slow
When he hit the
motion.
trash can, I mean, he's exposed.
Yeah.
So
Losing the Jerry curl and everything.
He
wasn't even wearing the same
guy. Oh my god.
You know, the widow's peak.
Best stunt double ever.
That's amazing.
yeah.
And as you say, the worst battle of all time.
Oh,
first.
my goodness. And a great song too. That sucks.
With really notable dancers, but
Yeah.
That's the sad part. Is
Yeah.
that there's like these dancers that you guys
Yeah,
knew,
yeah.
Good people that are good in it,
like,
and
have
that was just
super
terrible.
good reputations and like not utilized at all.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I feel like massive.
Seymour.
Like, we know hire you for your skills, and you get moved. Like, take these nunchucks.
Right.
Take these nunchucks and then don't be menacing.
yeah.
Smile the whole time.
Absolutely. Get them taken away.
They're
Just
gonna
throw them in the trash.
Right.
just hold them till they throw them away.
if I keep the lens though that the whole thing is a musical, that tracks.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
Like
It's very
they're
cheery.
props. Yeah.
It's very cheery and goofy and
so they were like in real life they were like in a fight in that scene.
Yeah.
That was like a
Right.
street fight under the bridge, but
Well, okay, let's be real about that. In real life, if they
It was
were
a West
two
Side Story
rival
version.
crews,
Yeah.
yeah.
that would have been a fight. That would have been a battle. But it's that whole talking at the beginning, and electro rock and whatever, dude. Yeah, they already know each other. They're familiar with each other.
And
Right.
coordinated trash can.
Yeah,
honesty.
Yeah.
It was just like show your shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then King of the Mountain on the car, and it's just
Yeah.
I don't know what they did on this one. Said do your thing, just don't get hurt.
yeah, maybe that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe their inspiration was West Side Story, where like the gangs
That's what
come
I was
together and
thinking,
it's like
actually.
a dance battle that they're not actually fighting.
Well, no, that
Really.
that would make total sense. That's also why that sucked, though, because it's not West Side Story, but it does look like very much
Right.
like it. Yeah,
It's what they were going for, but they just failed.
they just
Yeah.
they just shouldn't have did it with
It was
this stuff.
definitely the West Side of LA
Yeah.
story.
If you watched, do you all remember the Roxy scene in Beach Street where there was an actual battle?
Do you remember?
I haven't seen the movie
I've never seen it.
decades.
Yes,
But-
more authentic for sure.
Very, very. That's what
Like
it
an
would
actual
look
real
like.
battle.
Yeah.
The battle crowd straight drums. No way. I know you see it. I know what in store. Because I'm headed for a dancing war.
Okay, well, so what else? The movie sucked. The outfits were bad.
There was no nights.
There were no nights.
nights.
Yeah.
There's
was
always
anything
a
about
rich
that.
girl that's trained in classical forms
Yes.
that the street dancers corrupt.
And like, okay, so she's supposed to be kind of a main character, right? I did not
Guess?
give a shit about that person.
Oh yeah.
Kelly.
Like,
Kelly.
yeah.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say I can't even remember her name.
Well,
Yeah.
I guess have you seen the first one?
I have, yes.
Okay. I guess her character is just sort of a overflow of the first one,
Yeah.
and I think she has to exist in order for the class struggle to exist.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes
But
sense.
in
Yeah.
reality, yeah, she ain't do shit in this.
No.
No.
It's
Really
like,
didn't.
she's a main character you could care less about. Like,
Right.
Her
not
and
very
the other.
entertaining.
Her and Ozone were maybe
Yeah.
a thing. They were kind of.
They
Gets her
kissed at
dad
the
that
beginning.
gives the money
Right.
at the
Yeah.
end. Like that's it.
Yeah.
But then you go to a dinner and your mom says this is your fiance and he doesn't flinch.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah, nothing was
entertaining.
explained. That she didn't
Yeah.
even explain. She just pulled him to the side.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, okay.
Well,
Yeah.
thankfully he had that get kicked out of a rich dinner routine.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Already up his sleeve.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
He had it in the chamber.
Exactly.
Could we have the roll?
Exactly. And they were like, please
Yeah,
let there
if
be
you-
rolls.
Yeah. Right.
This whole thing depends on roles.
This whole thing depends on the roll. You know, if they got up, they're like, Can we have the roll?
Yeah.
You know what they do, well.
Yeah, they look at each other like,
You know
they got roles. They
got roles.
We
You know
gonna
what
do
to
it?
do.
We gonna do it?
They probably had so much fun making up like a stupid thing to do on their way
They kick
out.
us out. We gonna do it.
Yeah. And if you walk out, if they say something snazzy,
Yeah.
Then
you
we're
go
gonna
back
go.
and you
We're
go.
doing the whole shit.
Arrogant riffraff.
Snazzy, yeah.
We're gonna give you like a Fred Astaire,
Yeah. We'll see ourselves out.
the Nicholas brothers.
What else is disappointing about this movie?
I mean, it's obviously not real, which is, I guess, the part we're supposed to swallow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, that's the whole hospital part. Just
Yeah.
the whole thing's just not real.
We can do and you
But the problem is that Breakin' 1 wasn't like that. And all the Wild Style and all those are real battles. So then you get this, it's just
A musical.
a musical.
Yeah, it's just nonsense.
Totally a musical.
Yeah.
It's like it's been Disneyified or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
Yeah.
Watered down, diluted into like nothingness.
Especially in comparison to something like Wild Style.
So-
You know.
Yeah.
What, like
you-
essentially just a cash grab, right?
Yeah.
Riding on the
Well,
back.
yeah.
Cash grab is one thing. I think it was like, I think at the time, it looks like they were trying to do something, I won't say revolutionary, but something like, yo, this is big because they haven't done anything that gives street dance this much exposure in this way.
Sure, yeah.
Like Hollywood wise, you know.
Right.
You know, so just like we need to appeal to the masses, make it bright, funny, airy. As you know, when in contrast, it's actually
Yeah.
So it's like
more digestible for people.
bringing the
Yeah.
thing into a mainstream.
Mainstream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you
Look
can
at all
see
the
that's
kids
what they're
dancing,
trying to do.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little side story, a very, very famous street dancer from Germany. His name is Storm. We were in his car. He was driving us from a practice in Germany. And we were in the back seat and he was in the front. You know, when you're driving and you look in your rear view talking to the people in the back. And he was so incensed about Breakin', the movie, and just about judging in general, which has become an issue in our scene, that while he's driving, ends up running into someone. So this is a very famous dude who's just railing against this movie and the idea of judging so much to us that he ends up hitting someone. So we're like, yeah.
But I think.
Yeah.
But the bigger story behind like
For the culture. Oh no! Look at that movie made me do. Breaking made me do this.
no, the bigger meaning behind what he's talking about that Storm was so upset with is that Breakin', because of the title,
Yep.
makes you think that you're gonna see the dance
Yeah.
Breakin'. But like the opening scene, it's like seeing
it
this.
confused the hell out of everybody.
So
So
everyone from our generation,
it's terrible.
they're like, "Oh yeah, I used to break dance back in the
I
day,"
used to
and then
break.
they go like this,
Right. Yeah.
and we're
You
like,
can't
"That's
tell 'em.
waving."
You can't tell them. It's like, that's
So
not what
like
that
the
is.
title of the movie messed everything up, and we have to explain it to people all the time.
Like a re-education.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this is waving. It's from the West Coast. Breaking is like its own thing from New York.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now that I think I didn't even put that together as far as the second one, the Breakin' Electric Boogaloo, two completely different codes.
Completely.
Right.
Yeah, Breakin' is
Yeah.
definitely New York. Electric Boogaloo started in
On the
California.
West,
Yeah, it was on the West. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just like, let's use these terms.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
seemed like a majority of the dancing that was happening in this movie anyway was like chorus line style,
Yeah, like choreography.
Broadway dancing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of locking, I noticed, and
Mhm.
popping,
A lot of,
and power moves from breaking.
they were just mills. They were doing mills and half,
But yeah, let's
Half swipes.
jazz choreography.
and then yeah, just mostly popping and locking and waving,
Waving, whacking,
and whacking. Yeah.
Because this movie was big, right? Essentially, everyone just got it wrong, like what you do. They all get it wrong because of that.
Yeah.
Basically.
Oh,
That's
it,
kind of shitty.
the thing is that so you got inspired by it, and
Mhm.
I got inspired by part one, but not even by any of the dancers in part one. Some of the dudes in the park at the part where Jean-Claude is. Those two dudes do some move to go down, and that's what I was trying to emulate that. And none of them I was trying to be. But even with that said, I mean, if you try to break and you watch that movie, you realize that it's not in the movie very much. So I think even if I did have that confusion, like the rest of our generation, as soon as you really start to do the thing, you learn real quick how bad the movie is.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, because you guys like were mentioning that a lot. You're just like, ugh, look at that trash. Like,
You're like, oh, it's not so bad.
There was some impressive
moments.
stuff.
Yeah. Good thing.
But even that, like with Taco and Pete, who Taco was in this one, but Pete wasn't in this one. But in the first one, they said that the producers told them they couldn't go hard because Turbo and Ozone were supposed to be better.
Yeah.
And they're not at that style. At that style, they're not.
Yeah.
At popping, they're not. So.
Because I really like to see it when people are super good at something.
Definitely.
Like what they're good at, and they're able to like showcase it. So it's frustrating to like hear that people weren't able to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
An even better sort of metaphor of that is how much our whole generation loved Shrimp's whole broom scene.
Oh yeah.
And yet it's the clearest string going from the from a child. I saw it, and yet it was still awesome.
You still didn't care.
I seen that interview he did about that, and it's one of those things. I'm not sure if he's backtracking, you know.
Yeah.
But he's just like, oh no, you're supposed to see the string. Were you?
Don't try that.
You know, at that time you're just holding it's just dangling. It's like, yeah. Oh yeah, it was still cool at the time.
Yeah,
right?
still great. Yeah, that's
at
the
the time
thing.
it's like one of those. It was like in that era where like that kind of movie magic. It was supposed to be what's the mystery behind this? You know, behind this move that they're doing. You know, and then that was just a clear, blatant. It can't be that easy.
Right.
Wasn't even necessary. But
the floating broom was just
same with walking on the ceiling. They just used some metaphysics in both 1 and 2. For no reason. But the broom part is phenomenal. The ceiling part, I loved them. Loved them both.
Yeah, that actually is a really good scene, and it's like an extended scene too. So it lasts a long while.
Probably would have spent 1.5 of that $3 million.
Seriously.
We paid a lot for this room for this set.
That's a huge undertaking. I did not like the weird doll
scene.
Human morphine. I did not like that.
I just didn't understand that scene.
I like that scene.
I don't like it.
Yeah, I can understand it. Understand not liking it, I mean.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
I still like all of them. I mean, the movie's hilarious, so.
Yeah, I mean, as a fan of like bad movies,
right?
Yeah. I enjoyed it. I'm not initiated into street dance at all, so I don't really know what I'm looking at, anyways.
That's true. Me neither.
I don't know if you movie buffs, like if a movie's bad, but it's a watchable bad, sometimes it'll be on my list so that I can put it on as the thing to fall asleep to.
Oh yeah, all the time.
Right, okay.
Would this be that?
No. That's what I was literally about to try to say. This is worse than that.
Yeah.
I think I have a movie like that. I didn't realize it is like that.
Yeah.
But just because it holds such a close part to my heart, and that's the the original Super Mario Brothers movie.
Yeah.
People talk about how bad that movie was. I didn't accept that movie was bad for a long time. I was just like, no, what do you mean? That movie's great. And then,
I felt betrayed by that movie in a big way.
Pure nostalgia lenses. Just like, it was just the fact that I didn't care. All I saw was two people in a Mario and Luigi costume. And I'm like, yes, my child, Didn't think that nothing made sense. Nothing related to the game. You know, and then like going back looking at it, I'm like, it is a bad movie. But you know what? It's my bad movie.
Yeah.
You know, I love it. It'll always be a favorite.
Oh, hey, Hackers,
That's
Hey.
one of my all-time favorite, like, from when I was much younger.
Absolutely.
And you watch it now and you're like, this is bullshit.
Yeah.
But I still.
Hackers was great.
Yeah.
Hackers was great.
Yeah.
That's my. I'm a big fan of Jason Statham, but I think 75 to 80% of his movies are terrible.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Man.
But they're the good terrible to me, where I
Yeah.
can put it on and actually.
For sure.
There are 20% of them I think are awesome. But
I feel that way about Steven Seagal. I mean,
Absolutely. But,
He
you
was
know,
a big
before
star,
we knew
but-
who the hell he really was.
Yeah.
But
yeah, that too.
yeah.
But yeah, his movies are just endlessly entertaining.
And yeah, totally.
Watch it
Not
anytime.
good at all, but yeah, totally.
Like,
Yeah.
he could never become famous at this point. Like, if he were just starting.
Yeah.
Just do anything!
Yeah.
He's an oligarch in Russia at this point, so
Yeah.
he's fine. Yep,
Oh my
he's
God.
fine. Him and Dennis Rodman are over there chilling.
Oh, I forgot about Dennis Rodman.
Yep.
Oh.
I thought he did for a second, didn't he? Him and Vladimir were like that.
Yeah, what the fuck? Like, why would you say
Yeah.
Good.
But he also had a relationship with Kim Jong-il too.
No, that
Oh.
it,
Yeah,
no, it
Dennis
makes
Rodman.
total sense though, because all these guys just want to be around famous people,
Yeah.
and
Right.
Trump's one of them.
That's
It's
true.
literally that's all they want. You're
Yep.
famous, everybody knows you. They want to be known, by you.
Yeah.
So that's where their racism actually takes a back seat. Like, Dennis
Right,
Rodman,
yeah.
you're famous and everyone knows you. Come on in.
Yep.
Yeah, he's a fan of Chicago Bulls at the
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Yeah.
From his dad, yeah. So that just kind of carried over.
Well,
That's bizarre.
But yeah.
So bizarre.
I think it's bizarre, but it's standard. Yeah.
Passing that conversation. That was good.
Yeah.
I was like, break it in tomorrow. Dennis Rodman killed
Kim
Jong-un.
Jong-un.
Yeah.
I will say this though: you got to go in at 10, and we got to stop by the house when it's 9:07.
Yeah, I said
Yeah,
I'm
we gotta
probably.
wrap it up.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you.
Hey.
See you next time.
Headphones.
Oh, how many headphones?
Yeah.
6 headphones?
6,
Out of how many?
10.
10.
What's that? What are we talking about?
How would you rate it?
Hold on 1 sec.
Oh,
What do you
my bad.
know?
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong. No,
Yeah.
It is right.
It's
yeah.
right.
Oh,
Yeah. How many headphones?
4.5.
4.5. Oh shit, Lou Marks. You love this movie.
I love the original movie.
Shots
I don't watch
fired.
Breakin' 2 that
Yeah.
much.
Okay.
I would agree, but I maybe would give it a 5.
Did I miss something?
It's our rating
It's a
system.
rating
We'll tell you
system,
about
but
it.
I'll tell you in a second why.
I'm hoping I know what the rating system is because maybe I messed that
No,
up.
it's okay.
No, it's like
It's
a number
super
out of 10.
anecdotal thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like a 1 out of 10.
With the movie.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
1 being bad and 10 being
1 being bad and 10 being great. See, I don't know if you can do that because it's a bad movie.
great. It's a bad
Right.
movie.
We're rating a bad movie.
Right.
That's
but
true.
There's bad watching. We just talked about that.
yeah.
So,
Would I want to watch it to go to sleep because it's a bad
Right.
movie?
I mean-
Probably not.
Rate it based on how much you personally enjoy it. It
Yeah.
doesn't have to be like a.
I give it a 6 because I think it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
it's just like a 1 point something.
Nice.
Yeah. This is it is easily a movie that I would never watch again.
Oh man.
Wow.
Never.
I'll
I
go
wouldn't even go
5
that far.
because I will definitely watch this movie
Yeah, I will too.
again.
100%.
All right. Thanks for coming by.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I'm down to do a horror if y'all do another one.
We
Oh.
do
Oh, yeah.
so many. Okay, yeah, come back.
Eat mouth and mouth. Well, you think so.
No.